I am Tijuana Jack. You are watching the CutMen podcast alongside with Grandma Ada's youngest son, my barber, my friend, Iban.
Hey, listen here. Next time you call me Grandma Ada's youngest son, you posture up, goddammit. When you speak my mother's name, you make sure your back straight, nigga.
Respect. I say it that way, and I'm holding my phone this way just to annoy him. just to annoy him for a second, because I'm going to tell you guys what type of friends we're. We are not, Iban and I are not calling friends. I realized this last night when I'm in a conversation he would have died having. Like it was so, what's it called when something's on the spot? Like it's generic. It like literally, I was like, yo, he needs to be here for this. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't even call him. I had to text this nigga first and ask him, could I call him? I first texted you and said, are you up? Pause. And then I ended up going to sleep or getting heated in the debate and then passing out. So I didn't. But my next line that I sent, what I wrote before you responded was, can I call you? Now, granted, it was 9 o'clock at night, 9 something, like 9. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, Stig gets up early to go to the gym, super stupid early. So I'm like, he might be asleep. Here we go. So I did not text this man. And I feel bad. I was like, that's nigga, I can't even just call at 9 o'clock at night to have these great discussions. I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. Okay. Conversation started like this. I live in Stafford, Virginia now. Okay. Nothing goes on in any of these parts. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Like,
they're both very similar.
Cookie cutter town. No.
Throwing it out there.
It's very cookie cutter. Okay. Literally. So someone in Stafford says, hey, did you know Stafford has a bad part? I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, the apartments or something behind the Chick-fil-A and the 7-Eleven is considered a bad area. And I'm like, what's a bad area? Now, I grew up in Woodbridge. I know it's a cookie cutter town, but I have visited other places and I've lived in other shittier places. I can't call Woodbridge. It's just weird to me.
No, yeah. I had a culture shock once. This is a long time ago. So I went to Alabama, right? This is many, many, many moons ago. This even happened to me in Florida too, but first time was probably in Alabama where I was like super shocked. So I just see these apartments. They just look like average, everyday apartments. Mm-hmm. So I'm with this dude that lives out there, whatever. And we're in the apartments, and he was like, yo, yeah, keep your head on a swivel. And I'm like, I'm looking around, and I don't really see anything, that would trigger like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got to be sure my laces are tied and shit.
Right.
I was like, why? And he was like, oh, because, we're in the projects. I'm looking around, like, these motherfuckers got balconies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like no bricks. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, there was no pool, but they had like a rec center and a little like park deal, like one of the McDonald's park type shits with the jungle gym. And I'm like, no, get out of here. And it was like, yeah. And it turned out, we were like in a murderous like area type shit.
So don't get me wrong. So I guess what I consider, and I'm going to be all scatterbrained over the place with this one because it changes on location. I guess what I'm trying to say also is there could be bad people anywhere, right?
Yes, for sure.
I'm not saying bad places make it hood, maybe bad areas, but like to hood to me is like when you have to do certain things to get out. Like there's too many choices in Woodbridge, like to be bad. Like everyone's being bad in Woodbridge because they want to be, not because like, yo, nigga.
There's way too many restaurants out there. You can have jobs. There's too many businesses.
Like not even they're not missing meals because they can ask their parents for them. You know what I mean? Like even if they I come from a single parent, like you're not starving. Like it's just weird. So and another thing, same subject, different kind of category.
Hold on, pause that. You said not missing meals. Have you ever ate rice, corn, and eggs? A little ketchup.
What? Like as sides for my big meal? What are you talking about?
I've had in general, this is dinner or breakfast. Rice, eggs, and corn. A little ketchup.
I've had chicken and rice and corn on a plate together.
Yeah. So the answer is no.
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
What I'm saying is that's dinner. You got no money. This is what you're eating. Oh. What you're saying is that's the accoutrement to your your main course.
I've had fried chicken with corn on the side.
So everybody listening understands the answer is no.
Okay, it's a hard no.
Yes. Salchichas, arroz con salchicha, rice and Vienna sausages.
No,
No.
haven't had those.
No.
But, and I guess I'm wrong because I guess places like Florida don't have what I'm about to describe. Maybe they do. I don't know. But so to me, it goes city, inner city, and suburbs. Like so, you could have like the city, and you can live on the outskirts of the city. And sometimes, like let's say New York, sometimes the outskirts of the city is a little bit better, but inner city sometimes is bad.
Majority, yeah.
Right.
When you think of hoods, you're thinking of like an inner city scenario, yeah.
And again, I'm not saying every place, but when I think of like projects and stuff like that, having to make it, I think inner city. So when people from Woodbridge or any suburb tell me like, man, I had it rough. I'm like, what?
There's always somebody that has it worse, right? That doesn't mean that you don't have it bad.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
because that's what I tell my mother.
If you don't know, right?
Right?
Like I had it in reverse. Like everyone I knew, everybody I grew up with was in the same boat. We're all fucked up financially, like impoverished, like all shit. But if you don't know the other side, you're unaware that these things are happening. It's funny. I was having this conversation the other day. I like in my heart of hearts thought that like shit you see on TV, like people got pools in their house and like all this other stuff, was just for TV. I went to California like one time. My mother sent me there to her cousin's house for the summer, and they lived in an area in Long Beach, California. Not Snoop Dogg's Long Beach, like the other side of Long Beach, like rich motherfuckers, like where the Queen Mary is, this and that. And everybody had a pool. There were motherfuckers like, look, there was an island in Long Beach called Naples, right? You can pull your boat up. Everybody got boats. You pull your boat up to your front door. Like the dock is, you come off the dock and you walk into your front door shit. So like I've never met a motherfucker that had a boat. The only boat I ever seen was the ferry that takes you to the Statue of Liberty. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And like cruise ships, like the Love Boat.
Yeah.
I never seen a boat in person, like shit like that. And now little kids, and they got like 12-year-old driving boats.
Yeah.
I was culture shocked. I was like, oh, so I go back to the hood like, man, fuck this place. These niggas got all the good snacks. I'm over here like, you know what I'm saying? Now I know struggle. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I knew struggle. Before then, I was just like, yeah, we chilling.
Yeah. It's crazy because if you think of like people that's never been to California and say here Long Beach and they think Snoop Dogg, no.
Yeah, there's a whole nother side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Beach.
That's the east side. So the west side of Long Beach is like rich people. The funny thing is, and this is what really fucked me up. So I grew up, and if like, you know what I'm saying, we kicking it, we boys, you have something like, let's say you have a Snickers bar. The whole friend group gets a piece. Like it's like known, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to ask. It's just like here.
Yeah.
Or even if you ask, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna break off a piece. Here you go. I'm over there, niggas are eating like some, I can't remember what it was, but to me at the time, this is like rich nigga shit, like Gushers or some shit like
whatever.
that, right?
Especially these Gushers.
They got a pack, and in the pack, there's a million of them. So I tell my man, and it was like my cousin's homeboy, I was like, oh, let me get one. Let me try it. I never had one before, and they were shocked by that, period. But that's a whole nother thing. I was like, let me try one. What he does is turn around to the box, grab a whole pack, and hand it to me.
He's like, what just
Yeah,
happened?
and in my heart of hearts, I'm like, my nigga, get out of here. Your mother's about to fuck everybody up. Like, are you out of your control right now with this pack of fucking Gushers? You know what I'm saying? So
shit.
I'm just eating them, like that type of shit. So when I get back to the block,
And niggas eating them fast. So
niggas are handing me with their bare hand a piece of the fucking Snickers bar. I was like, nigga, if you don't get that shit away from me.
I don't do that now.
Yeah, exactly. No. I've leveled up.
But yeah, I'm talking last night, and they're acting like it's like Woodbridge needs the purge or Stafford needs the purge, and I'm like, we're not there, guys. Like, trust me.
You need to travel a little bit.
Right,
See some other shit first.
It was just scary, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm hard now. Pause.
Oh yeah.
You can't tell me nothing.
Well,
I'm from the hood, son.
You're from the hood. You're from the block, huh?
Not the hood, not the rap hood. I'm from the hood.
Nice.
What Jay said.
Nice. So you 10 seconds away from pulling the Roscoe and killing a nigga, huh?
No, I'm not there.
Oh, you're not there?
I'm not there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not there. I'm the old man on the corner. I'm the guy in Boys in the Hood. Yeah, y'all niggas need to buy some land. All right?
I done told y'all about selling that shit.
It's crazy because in my house, I ain't gonna talk about it. There's like another complex behind it. I don't know where all these kids came from this summer. I'm even like outside yesterday teaching this kid how to hit a baseball, and I'm like, I ain't nobody's daddy. Let me take my ass back in the house because he's swinging all wrong, looking crazy. Black kid, It's just bad. It's just bad. But speaking of the Purge, you shooting up the place?
I feel like I can go on my Rolodex of wrongdoings that have been done to me. And if I wanted to, I gotta have a list of motherfuckers that can get it on the Purge day.
Really?
Whether I would do it or not, it's two different things.
No. I'm not trying to.
But yeah, I feel like if I had it in my heart, for sure, there's a list of motherfuckers that could get it.
This isn't Vlad TV. I'm not gonna put.
Listen.
I say something and someone ends up gone. I'm like, no. I didn't.
Whatever
do it.
he's giving these motherfuckers that have him snitching, I ain't on that, so we're good.
No. I'm saying I wouldn't. I'm not gonna ask you to like, yeah, nigga, Lil Johnny's gonna get it. You're like, no, nigga, no.
Just said Ray in front of the store.
Yeah, no.
He's number one.
Yo, that shit. But I was looking at the question and I'm like, I don't think I have anyone that I dislike that much that I want to.
Well, it's the Purge. You don't have to kill people.
Dislike. No, and that's what I'm gonna get to.
You do other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like. You smack the shit out of a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I want. That's what I like about the Purge. I don't want to kill nobody. Pause. Unless let me go into it. If someone did something, I got to get them back. Like there's no like. That's where their heart. Like no one's done that much stuff to me that I'm like, oh nigga, I need to kill this nigga immediately, right? But I think in the Purge you don't get in trouble, right?
Yeah. You do whatever you want.
There are plenty of people, win or lose. I would love to fight. You know what I mean? Like I would go
like a fair one.
But yeah, my thing is like yeah.
Or you just run up on them with a bat to the back and then move on to the next one.
Good Lord. What I'm saying here is listen very closely. If let's say someone at work or someone in a cigar lounge I want to square up with, they would press charges, I'd get in trouble. I don't really want to fucking dismember someone's face and hit them with a bat and shit like that. But hey nigga, remember that fuck shit you was talking? I would like to fight. Like I want legal fighting. You know what I'm saying?
There is legal fighting. Like boxing, sign the waiver.
Like Texas, I would like to do. What do they do? It's like a handshake or something. Like it's something in Texas where you can be like, hey nigga, I want to fight you outside, and they say yes to it, and you can go outside and know there's no.
Is that like active right now?
Yes, nigga.
Or is it like one of those laws they never took off the book, like a challenge law or something from like 100 years ago?
It's probably like a.
Because I remember once upon a time, I saw this like in a documentary or something. There was like fair, like fighting, like fair exchanges.
Yeah.
Like we can agree and go outside and the cops can watch, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine and shoot each other and shit like that. Like dueling or something, some shit like that.
Texas Penal Code 2 to 22.06 allows mutual combat. That's what it basically says.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things they just forgot to take off the
legal consequence. Yeah,
because you out here fighting in the street, and then both of you come out and be like, "No, we agreed to this shit."
Yeah,
they ain't going with that.
It comes from what they're basically saying is like bar fighting and stuff like that. The cops would come, and they're like, "All right, we're taking both of you to jail." And then both of them didn't want to go to jail, so they'd be like, "Oh no, I'm good." And they're like, "No, I'm good. We agreed to this, you know, something like that." So they both don't get taken away. That's where I guess the law came from.
You wouldn't buckle and be like, I didn't agree.
No, because I tell everyone all the time, I hate confrontation, but I do like to fight. Like I like the adrenaline of fighting.
I have no problem with confrontation.
I don't like the whole back and forth. Hey, fuck you, cuz.
I'm not really with that shit either.
That's what I'm talking. Like the confrontation, I don't like that part.
But like confronting people, I don't have a problem with it. Like, if I know you have an issue with me, I'm not just gonna be around you and not say nothing.
Okay, that's one too.
I'm gonna confront you, on the scene.
But I don't like that type of confrontation anymore.
I have no problem.
Here's the reason why: because it leads to fighting, and I'm not allowed to fight. Like I don't know how to confront people. That's why I get in trouble at work sometimes. I don't know how to not say bitch. I don't know how to what the fuck you like. I don't know how to have confrontation without it. It has to escalate.
Bitch.
But you know what I mean? Like these niggas act so hard and they'll bitch up real quick and be like, oh, you can't talk to me like that, or you need to talk to me in private. I'm like, all that fuck shit you was saying. That's why I don't like confrontation.
That's the other part of the confrontation.
Let's just get it on.
That's the other thing is like, I don't want to be sitting around knowing because it'll burn my chest that I know you looking at me and you got something against me, or you've been saying like, oh, I'll get this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And then if there's like a group, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. No one's just gonna be waiting for somebody else to set it off. We setting it off. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Like,
you know what I'm saying? You've been a witness to it. It's just like, fuck you, you, and you. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that part, but I hate it all, and I hate that part because I know where it leads for me.
Yeah,
it leads to the purge. But if there was a day that I'm like, oh shit, January 16th, 4 years ago, he got away with one. Like, I'm not even sucker punching him. I'm walking up to him. It was happening. Like, they're gonna know what's happening,
bro.
And then we're fighting.
Purge. I'm kneecapping motherfuckers. I know a couple.
You're a dangerous dude.
Kneecap, maybe a little back, a little bat to the tramp stamp. You know what I'm saying? Just to hurt you, not trying to kill you, just to hurt you. So you wronged me once upon a midnight dreary, and I got you back. You know what I'm saying?
Midnight dreary.
Maybe I know a couple motherfuckers that deserve to be in the trunk for 24 hours till the purge is over.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Duct tape your stupid ass down. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave a little like straw there so you can drink on some shit.
No, they can survive 24 hours without that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no. I want you comfortable so you understand that you are in here, you can't get out, and it's at my discretion.
Yeah.
And I put you in here.
That's crazy though.
You know what I'm saying? I want you super comfortable. You're sweating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to put the straw just like that. They have to like maneuver to get to it. It's not easy. Like you got to like shovel around to get to the shit.
Nigga,
and maybe it's like, you know what I'm saying?
The visual in my head is crazy right now. We need someone like to do the animation of like when he's saying shit like this to draw the shot. Because I'm thinking of a nigga. So for no strange reason, he's duct tied with his hands like this, right, like close to his chest, and like the straw is just enough pause to the tip of his lips, and he.
The other thing is you have to duct tape them in a fashion that is not easy to get out.
Yeah.
Like even when you let them out, like it's gonna take another hour to get you free. That you could just move around. I'm talking
freely. Crazy, like duct tape their hands here,
the whole roll around your arms, the whole roll to your body,
and then the roll from the wrist, duct tape the arms to the body, so they can't just even if they break this one. Nah, fuck the.
There ain't no breaking. The whole roll. I just said. You know how strong that is.
Yeah. Put some Gorilla Glue on the skin or something.
Oh, and the other fucked up thing is, if you really want to be an asshole during the purge and you got a nigga duct tape in the trunk, you hit a bullhorn. Every hour on the hour, pop the trunk, splash them with like scalding hot water or super cold water, right? And smack the shit out of them and shut it back.
You know the beauty of this thing that you're saying, this torture chamber method that you got? You don't want any information out of them. You know what I mean? Like,
nothing.
Like
nothing. I just want you to know it was me that did it. That's
like
it.
People are doing shit. People are doing this to people. They're like, okay, I know where the insurgents are. You're just doing it. Just I don't want no information. There's
I don't need nothing from you, bro. I don't need nothing from you but time. That 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay little kids, little jits to open the trunk door and just piss on you.
Yeah, I was watching. This is an older movie, Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know what the name of the movie is. Long story short, he's like a hostage negotiator. Not that. No, the motherfucker like he tortures people for a living for the CIA to get information out of him. He knew every little tactic. I
saw that one. He got a wife, right?
Yeah.
And she knows exactly what he does.
Yeah.
I see the joint. Yeah.
He knows just enough fingernail to cut off and just enough like to cut this part of your body so you bleed, but you're still fucking alive. He's like, I don't need him dead, nigga.
That is a good movie. I saw that by accident, like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Nigga, when I had this surgery, I saw it by accident too. It's just on Netflix for some strange reason.
I saw him and I was like, damn, I never seen this one. Clicked on it and I was like, oh, this is not bad.
Turned out to be half decent. Yeah, I couldn't, man. Yeah, there's definitely some, there's some teachers, some high school teachers that could definitely get it. They might be half dead now, but they deserve it.
Oh, yeah. They'll get it on a lower level now. I don't want to kill you, like I said. I just want you to understand I did it.
Push them down the steps a little bit?
Not even. Give them the fear that they're going down the stairs. So duct tape them to something so their body is like leaning. And they know any little fucking thing and they're dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you're like...
To leave them 24 hours of that like just sweating, dog. Hot, turn the heat on to 90 degrees in this bitch.
I wish that if there are aliens, I want them to be able to have toys or tools to like look inside your brain and be like, think what's going on.
So you can translate what's happening.
How does this man think of these?
You ever see those things on TV where it'd be like a dog translator? They put something up to the dog and it's like, bitch, why I got the sweater on? You wave this across this motherfucker's head and it'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I want fish sticks, but I'm gonna die.
I was watching one, it was like a big dog or whatever. And he didn't have a coat, but he's like, it's 100 degrees out and I got this fur coat on. And I'm like, yeah, I never thought these dogs be burning the fuck up on these 90-degree days.
It's like, bitch, take me back inside.
Right. It's like, Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I would definitely wish there was something there, because you be thinking about the most asinine stuff. Because and it's crazy when I ask the same questions you ask, it never comes out right. So I'm around a bunch of people and I look crazy. I say, "Yo, what cereal would you like?" Exactly how I said it.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Like, what cereal would you like to drink out of a man's lap while he's feeding you? And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on.
You forget the setup is the problem. There's a whole setup to it. You gotta like have people interested from the moment you say something till it's done.
These niggas was
so that they like visualize.
These niggas was like, what? I said, hold on. Let me find the podcast where he said this shit, because I was looking real crazy out there in the streets. But yeah, my point is, I wish people could see inside your brain.
Oh no, you don't want to do that.
Just see how you come up with this.
You don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, you don't want to do that, and you don't want to do it randomly. Like that'd be the most fucked up shit. Because sometimes, like, just random, like you don't warn me.
Oh yeah.
They go just come in here to get a haircut, and you got some device just reading what I'm thinking. You'll be like, yo, I'm never coming here again.
What's wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with this guy? You'll be like, why is he thinking about cereal? Bullets, cereal. Shit, I forgot to buy the milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, just idiot shit constantly.
Fuck, I fucked it up again. I was gonna say, what did the chicken say? What did the chicken say inside the party? I'm lit. No, didn't get it. I'm lit.
So we're gonna have like the blinking eye sound effect right here.
No, you don't get it.
No.
Okay. Hey, what nationality is it allowed to tell black jokes, racist jokes? I said just yesterday, dude comes into the gym and he's a gypsy, right? And he's telling great jokes, great fucking jokes. And I feel like gypsies can talk about everyone. Like, first of all, and he's saying something. He says he's a gypsy, and I say, oh man, yeah. And shout out to my O'Connors. I fuck with these people. Patrick O'Connor's probably going to be one of the best heavyweights in the world in the near future, right? I'm like, oh man, my man from the O'Connors gym is a gypsy. Everyone's quiet. You can't say gypsy. I said, hold the fuck on. Gypsy is not like nigga. You can say gypsy.
I thought that was like,
but I think
who they are.
No, well,
like the Gypsy King. You see what I'm saying?
The way
like,
the guy
I thought that's who
explained to
they
me,
are.
he said, like, if I know the person, he said it's the way you say it. If you say it in a bad way, of course it's bad. Like fucking gypsies, but
yeah, but I think that goes for anything.
Yeah, but
fucking baker.
But I think it's a derogatory. I think gypsies.
I wasn't aware. I thought it was.
The way they were explaining to me yesterday, I think it's a derogatory name.
And I'm like,
I thought it was a nationality. We gotta look this up later.
Yeah, I thought it was because I used to watch the Peaky Blinders like a motherfucking.
But
gypsy. I understand, like, if you say it in a negative fashion, like, you fucking gypsy.
Well, not even just that bad.
But I think that just goes for anything. Like, you fucking little kid, so now you're turning kid into a derogatory. You know what I'm saying? Like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I think gypsy is a. I don't. But okay, even worse. I don't even think you knew. No. But the question is, who's allowed to make these racist comments? Is my point. Like, because it looked like this nigga couldn't say gypsies, but the gypsy guy was telling these great fucking jokes. Great, by the way, it was black jokes, white jokes, great fucking jokes. Right? But he got a pass. But I know, and he's got white skin. But if Trump came in there and said these same jokes, ho player, you can't make that joke.
Depends on the time period of Trump.
Oh, I'm saying like any white dude, like a.
No, I understand.
Okay.
But my point to this is like I think it depends on the person and the jokes that they're making. Like, who are they making the jokes towards? Like, you're not gonna take kindly to too many white guys telling nigga jokes and using the word, right?
Yes, no, not at all. Now,
if you grew up with the guy, he's from around the way, and that's just him, and you know that it's not racist, you wouldn't bat an eye if you heard him telling a joke.
I hear what you're going. I just don't have those, so I don't know. But
no, that's what I'm saying. You don't have them, but I'm sure you have other people in your life that aren't you. You know what I'm saying? That aren't like you. That probably tote a fine line, but you accept it because they've been around forever. You know where it's coming from, type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So that I think it just all depends, like, on the scenario.
I think in a boxing gym, like the one like I'm in, I think all bets are off. I think you can talk about everyone. Like Because
I don't think white guys can do that.
Everyone's getting the punch in the face. Well,
I don't think a day one white guy can do that.
No. Well, not day one.
I've never even been to your gym, but I'm telling you right now.
No, not day one.
Most weeks, a day one white guy can't.
But here's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It gets settled immediately. I promise you. Like
I'm sure. Yeah. I didn't say it wasn't gonna get settled.
And after you go through the fire, you're kind of allowed to like day one. Let's say even say day one.
You gotta earn it. Yeah.
If it's day one and he got in there sparred, and he got the best of everybody. Oh, he's allowed to talk a little shit. Yeah. But he can't just come on. Hey, not just walk. And
then
the door.
like visuals are everything. So if it was like a white guy that comes in here, he clearly looks like he's a fucking stockbroker. You get what I'm saying? Pulls up in a nice car, talks real timid, not timid, but like very proper. You get what I'm saying? Like he doesn't really have a lot of swag in the way he talks, and then he drops one. I'm sure he ain't gonna make it.
What was that white boy's name?
You get what I mean?
What's the guy's name from Allstate with the not Allstate? Is it with the red shirt, tan pants back in the day? Like not even back, let's say 5 years ago before Chris Paul was doing it. Do you remember the guy's name?
Fucking A.
Not Ian.
No. I can't.
Jeff, Jared.
Yeah. Was it Jared?
I'm about to call Lucio right now.
I think that was the name. Jared.
Long story short. Something
good. From Allstate. Jared from Jeff. Jared? Jeff? I don't remember. I don't know.
Whatever his name is from Allstate.
That guy.
One came into the gym wearing the same polo. He had a little go to him, right? Could fight a little bit, fought like a white boy, tough white boy. But when he walked in, you didn't see it. We called him Jared or Jeff from State Farm. Like we called the nigga State Farm. Like the nigga.
No, but then he becomes the mascot.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He's accepted. He earned his spot. Right, so he's no longer the day one guy.
But
he's your guy at that point.
It's even weird because it's even weird, right? When he tells he wouldn't tell jokes, but like when he would try to say something urbanishly funny, we just like, nah, nigga, go sell some insurance. Like, It didn't come out right.
Like even that guy might not say like fucking some wild out, just straight racist shit that could be misconstrued as hate, right?
Right.
But if you guys are all joking, he might be like, man, I'm not going to, leave me alone. I ain't going to kick the watermelon out of your hand, out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Or some dumb shit like that. Yeah. And you guys will probably die laughing because he's earned, you know what I'm saying? He's yours at that point. He's your person.
Absolutely right.
Like I seen a video and it was a white dude playing basketball in the projects, and it was nothing but, and it was one of these like basketball games where everybody from the neighborhood is here. You know what I'm saying? They wild out in the crowd and everything. Yeah. So he's playing, and he hit a shot or something over a dude, and the dude felt a little disrespected, pushed him a little bit, and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want any problems because then the crowd's getting involved, fucking cracker, like all this shit. So he's leaving. 60 people probably following him, all talking shit, and the dude's still trying to fight him, pushing him from the back. And my man turned around and kept telling him, listen, I don't want any problems. I just want to go. My bad. He was apologizing, even though he didn't do nothing wrong, but hit a shot. You know what I'm saying? And then finally he had it and turned around, hit him with the only mollywop to the mouth and and he was like an average sized guy. It wasn't like a giant dude. Right. Picking him up from the ground, and overhead body slamming him 4 or 5 times to the point, like everyone was so shocked that he did this shit. The whole crowd went from like they about to fuck him up to like, oh shit,
right?
But there's that guy, and as soon as he was done body slamming him because no one got in the middle of it, he looked around at everybody. Was like, I was just trying to fucking leave. Right? All of a sudden, the crowd started cheering. They're taking pictures with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas is funny though.
Like
man.
you gotta prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like immediately he was like, "Oh, you're not Jeff from State Farm." You know what I'm saying? You got a little go in you.
I love and hate that about niggas. I love that shit about niggas. But then I'm like, come on, nigga, you about to fry this dude 10 seconds ago.
Boxing is the same way.
Oh, no, 100%.
You could even lose in boxing. You could be that fucking little Poindexter fucker. You supposed to get mopped. You lose anyway, but you put on a show.
Good nigga.
Niggas might like you better than the dude that beat you.
I tell people all the time, and do not do this Shakur, but they want Shakur to have a drag out, mop down fight. He's never going to do that. But like, even if he loses, like I'd say this whole time, there's a way to lose in boxing and actually win. Like, you can lose and you can get on more shows than anything. Like, oh shit, we want to see this guy perform.
Bro, the Rocky Balboa, like you took the loss, but they love you anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, We're like, yo, you really thugged it out. Like that shit wasn't easy.
We
like,
just want champion spirit. Like,
yeah, niggas, if I didn't see the fight and I just saw the both of you right now, I wouldn't know who won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or in my opinion, you should have won. Or that whole like, damn champ, 2 more seconds, bro.
Yeah.
2 more seconds and you'd have had him. You know what I'm saying? One more punch, you'd have won the fight.
But I think you're lying. Asians ain't allowed to say any jokes. What's with me and Asians? I was
about to say, yeah, I feel that, but I feel like there's a lot, especially where they come from. Like, there's a lot of New York Asians, and people accept them like they're from the hood type shit.
Again, I'm from the suburbs, so I don't know New York Asians. I just know hurry up and buy. Like, I don't have too many good encounters with Asians.
It's kind of like Michael Rappaport. Like, if you hear him speak, you understand. Like, oh, you're just not the common white guy.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you've seen some things, and you move with certain people. Like, so he could probably get away with like a certain amount of jokes that other people can't. You get what I mean?
The dude,
like Jerry Seinfeld couldn't tell the same jokes that Michael Rappaport could tell.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's a little bit different. Even though they're both little Jew fucks. You get what I'm saying?
Two people that toe the line, and it's safe for them, and I know they're smart enough to not go overboard. The dude Andrew Schwartz or some shit like Andrew, he does the podcast with
Flagrant.
Yeah,
Flagrant
but
2.
he'll toe the line, and the other white dude that's like,
oh no, yeah, he be fucking around.
Yeah, but
yeah, he be fucking around.
It's he's out there, it's on the line. I think he did a blackface joke, and he's like, when is it good to wear blackface? Like, he was talking about the army and the military.
Oh, the commercials and shit that they're wearing. He's like,
he's on
yeah, we out here. He was like, nigga, I got to put it on. I got to do it. We're dead. But he's making fun of himself at the same time. He's like, my skin white as shit. They're going to kill us. You know
I fuck with that. And I'm not the dude that's like, oh, you can't talk about black people. Black people can talk about everyone. I'm not that dude. But sometimes I'll be hearing white people like, nigga, you can't say, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, nah, nigga, you can't say that.
I told you there's time and place. Like, there's specific people that you would accept and other ones that you wouldn't accept.
Or like I'll see these white dudes on the internet. This other dude I just saw, he was like, hey guys, I'm not being racist, but
if you started off that way, you're done.
Right, but he says like, hey, where do all these cookouts be, and how do I get invited? And then he goes on and talks about how his cookouts have like potato salad that are terrible in the blend. And I'm like, all right, I see what you're doing, and I like it. Good joke. You're towing on it. You're getting close.
Did I send you the video with the old man that was telling the jokes? But he was like, the difference between like how white people do the shit and then black people do the shit. And he was like, it's so much cooler. But he was like on some borderline like racist shit.
Yeah.
But in the comments, people were like, yo, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
But yeah.
He was like, it was like tipping. He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You go with the white people, they tip like 20, 30, 40%.
Right.
They're like, black motherfucker, you got to leave quick because they ain't tipping not a goddamn dollar. it was like wild shit. It was like smoking weed. It was like a white guy take and then pass it off. It was like, you fuck around and give a black dude a blunt and forget about it. He smoked the whole shit.
But these are not.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and he's like Jerry Garcia looking white guy.
But sometimes
you wouldn't expect it out of him. But then he starts talking, and you're like, oh no, you know some things. And people are like, that's not racist. It's right.
I understand. But again, for some strange reason, it's when black privilege, meaning we know it, we can say it, even if it's true, you can't say it.
Yes. That's a good and bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Because then it's just like some people are just genuinely being funny or genuinely telling an experience that they had. Like if you got a white guy grows up with a black guy, like let's just say that they're best friends their whole lives. So obviously the white guy knows some of your culture.
Yeah,
like he's been experienced to it.
Right.
Then let's say the white guy is a comedian. He can't use his experiences. Like you can't say these aren't his experiences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you might miss out on a joke. You might miss out on a great comedian or something because you think the guy's being racist when he's just telling experience. Like
Joe Rogan telling black jokes. Not when he said nigger. I think he said nigger sometime or something like that, and people were giving him the third degree. Like I think he said a joke years ago. T went to a Joe Rogan show, and this is when I was like, you couldn't tell me shit back. Like you couldn't even talk to me about gay people and stuff like that. I'm not hearing none of that shit. No, gay people in the Olympics, cut it off. Cut. Fuck those rings. Cut it off. Like you couldn't tell me shit.
Fuck those rings.
But
gold medals ain't worth it.
He went to some Joe Rogan show years ago, and he was like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't take you." He said this black joke, which was borderline. It was hilarious, but it was like it made you think, and you would have lost your shit. I don't know why. Again, I'm just racist. Some people can't just do it.
So imagine this. So you're saying that you're almost making a blanket statement that they can't do it. Right?
I'm wrong.
No, I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying you're making a blanket statement that they can't do it. Almost, right? That there's very few people that probably could get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But, right, if you get like a black comedian could make fun of you, and there could be a million reasons why that are valid. But then could someone else that's not in that scenario be upset that like if an Asian person come and be like, I'm mad you just made a whole bunch of ching chong jokes? Is his feelings valid? Like,
Can he beat me?
Would he beat you?
Can he beat me? No. No.
That's pretty much how I look at life. Like, if we get into some shit, like, are you gonna overpower me? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, come on.
So someone brings that to my attention all the time. Same thing, similar you said about if an Asian dude, like, can he be mad? You can.
Or like a Spanish guy, or you know what I'm saying? Because in general, but that goes, anybody other than white be mad at you, and it'd be valid.
That's what I was saying about black people. We can get up on the stage and say anything about any race.
Yeah.
But the moment someone says something about us, we kind of get in our feelings.
100%.
We've gotten better now. Like black people just accept everybody now. But
you remember the rapper Jin, the Asian guy Jin?
You know I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I seen like some battle he had, and it was in New York, like in a laundromat or something, and it was like a famous New York rapper, like a battle rapper, and he had to quit. And the dude's like, "Oh my God, what are you quitting for, you bitch?" And he's like, "Bro, you said everything under the sun, chopsticks, ching chong, motherfucker, and everything. If I say anything racist back to you just because you're doing it to me, everyone in here is gonna kill me."
Yeah.
I was like, it doesn't make any sense. I lost.
Yeah.
Valid is 100% valid, but in that case, was the rapper wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or just like the culture in that scenario wrong? Like, shouldn't he be allowed to give you the same energy you're giving him? Like I said, I understand the white guy.
And unfortunately, when you're not a black, when you didn't.
He said you're not a black?
When you're not a black.
Okay.
You can do it, but you better disguise it and make it extremely funny. Now, he could have went around it. I think I saw one.
No, they were heated at that point.
I
he just said any watermelon chicken joke or some shit.
One with Jin, he said something. It might not have been Jin, but he was saying something. He was like, something similar. He was like, you can say this and you can say that. He was like, but y'all be mad if I say the word. And like someone from the crowd said, like, you know, one of his boys or someone said the N-word for him. Like, you got to figure it out. I mean, that
takes a whole lot of planning, though.
I get it.
The other thing is, he probably wasn't prepared. Like, a lot of people probably not prepared for that kind of action, right?
Stay ready, be
so
ready.
They're showing up. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to go on these lyrics joints. Yeah. That's nice. Hello? Hello?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello?
I bet you it's my,
But, and then the racist shit starts coming out, so then they're like, I got to pull one out the chamber, and bang.
Yeah.
They can't. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
smacked up real quick.
You get fucked up for no reason.
Real quick, dude.
You're the one that set the tone. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't he didn't set the tone. You're the one that set the tone.
My rules, my house, my ball. I'm going home.
100%. I get it. I think everyone needs to be aware that you have to tread on thin ice when it comes to shit like that for anyone. Black people are not the only ones that are going to get offended by that shit. I mean, you're black. Mm-hmm. Are you going to allow an African motherfucker to come and say some racist shit to you?
Oh, definitely not. They definitely don't get, Africans don't get a pass.
Like, no one gets a pass, but I think that should be the same way for everyone.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you end up saying some wild shit to like a white guy and he's got heart and he acts, it's not his fault. You set the tone.
Right. No.
You get what I'm saying?
And they growing these white boys big as shit nowadays.
Not even nowadays. It's been a long time. These cornbread fed, you know,
them niggas from
moving
Nebraska
cows their whole life.
Shit, them Oklahoma boys.
Yeah.
Now you got these fucking Lucas coming from different countries that's still white to me. They don't care if you're Serbian or whatever. If you robbed a bank,
I mean, those original white people.
It's facts. It's a white man robbed a bank if he was in the newspaper. So they're not going to be like, oh, Serbian descent. No, I got to do it.
All this craziness that white people soft.
Mm-hmm.
They all are not soft. And even the ones that won't physically do something to you, look at the shit that they do to you.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, I can't beat you like this. I don't got the heart to do this. Oh, but I'll fuck your credit up. I'll sue you till you got no more goddamn money. I'll make sure you don't get a job. I'll call the cops on you.
That's why we call them the white devils. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Believe it or not, black people know how devious and how bad some white people can be. We know. Maybe it's just me that no. Most black people know. White people, you don't fuck with. Because I tell people all the time, the murders and the like I see it when I lived in D.C., we left white people alone. Like they would come through, they might, hey John, like they might say a little something to him sometimes.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be like they don't have the same energy with the white people that they do with the black people. Like white people get a pass because I'm trying to tell you, like you said, they call the police on you, they lie on you, fuck your credit up, all this shit.
For sure, yeah.
Something's going to happen to you that you don't want to happen.
And some of them are just about that life.
And some of them, but I was about to say, some of these cornbread motherfuckers,
about that life.
Is just
and the cop that just shot the lady in the face, the Sonia Massey. I'm not saying he's brave, none of that shit, but he got the heart to pull the trigger on it, obviously on anybody. You could say it's on the weak or whatever the hell, but who does he perceive as weak?
Yeah, he would shot me.
You get what I'm saying?
He shot me too. He don't care.
It is what it is. He might, just because of your skin color, perceived you as weaker. Yeah. You get what I mean? And he was a big guy. It was like a 6'2", 6'3" dude.
Yeah.
240, some shit, with a gun. Come on, bro. You got to take a thought. You got to think about like getting into that interaction.
Yeah, no, he wanted to shoot that. He got points in his head. Like
and anybody that's listening to this and watching this is saying like, yeah, well, he had a gun. That's instant courage. Sure. But he got it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's not the argument you're gonna have at the moment when that gun's at your face. You're gonna be like, man, if you put that gun down, that shit don't work. It's not the movie.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
Bang. That's my response type of shit. You know what I mean?
Put it down after I shoot you.
Yeah, after I shoot you. I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle it. I'm gonna put your fingerprints all over it. He took my gun and I took it back and shot.
Those
him.
are always classics.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this appearance thing, but I got a date with Destiny soon. I will get into it. I got a couple minutes. Question is, do appearances matter?
100% they do.
And what are we talking about here?
In any aspect of however you can think about it, especially first appearances, right?
Okay.
So find a job wise, right?
Yep.
Look at me. I'm heavily tattooed. So if I walk in there to get a job in an office, no one looks like me. I'm showing you my tattoos, and I'm not code switching my voice and how I speak.
I am, but yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You think I'm going to get the job over a bunch of other dudes sitting in the damn waiting room wearing a suit? You can't see their tattoos, and they're like, hey, how you doing? I'm a Harvard graduate, and probably not.
So you think, and I'm on your team, by the way, before you get into this and start arguing with me. But do you think if you had the same skills, maybe a nudge better than a white guy that fits the code, you think he's getting picked over you?
Okay, so if you don't know this in the beginning, let's say you own the company and you have no clue. It's two guys here. One looks like he's probably going to fuck your company up, steal from you, violent or whatever, and the other one just looks like Joe Worker,
State Farm guy,
like every other guy that's sitting in every other cubicle over there. And off of just in your resume, it only shows that I'm probably a little bit better than this guy.
Yeah.
Who's the safer option?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think the guy that's not me
hands down
is the safer option.
I think
in order for you to accept me, you'd have to know ahead of time that I am way better, that I can generate more money for you, more productive, and people in your same space love and appreciate me.
Yeah.
So the networking situation would have to happen for me to get that job.
I believe it. I'm hands down, and I'm saying this in the reason I want to have the conversation because I think women are liars. Like, I don't care. It's like I'll be somewhere and the women like I don't care what he looks like or first impression, blah blah blah. But I'm like, if a guy walks through that door, so I'll say like, what kind of men do you want? And they're like, oh, caring and blah and that. And I'm like, first appearance when he walks through that door, you don't know if he's fucking caring. You don't know if he's fucking gonna buy you a bag. Like all that, it first impressions or how a motherfucker looks mean something. Yeah. So when they say, oh, I don't have a type, blah blah blah, I'm like, you definitely have a type because of a 300-pound fucking Indian man with hair all over his body. You're not gonna be jumping out of your seat to go see him.
Everyone has a type.
Right. No, but women will sell you that shit, or some women sell you that shit.
Everyone has a type. It might not even be like visually, like how attractive you are. It just might be like good job. Might even be like somebody that's less attractive because in their heads they'll be like, he probably won't cheat on me. He makes a certain amount of money. He takes care of me. He doesn't go out. That's probably your type. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you've shifted into that lane and been like, I need guys like that because I've had the other ones that were, to their knowledge, overly attractive and all the women want them and they look like they got a lot of money, but they don't, and they treat me like shit and So they might fall into another space. But yeah, of course, everyone has a type. Like if God came down and was like, I'll give you whatever woman you want, you're going to go for the woman in your mind that you've been dreaming about having everything perfect. You know what I'm saying? Skin tone, hair tone, body shape, don't talk back, cooks food. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Buildabitch.com.
Yeah. Everyone has one. You said buildabitch.com.
Jesus Christ, I'm just saying.
It is what it is. And like I said, first appearances. So if you see the fat loser dude for women, or you see the guy that's like as close to your type as possible, you're probably going in that direction.
Next week, we are going to talk about the same thing about appearances, but who do you think gets more money off of first appearances, male barbers or female barbers? We touched on it a little bit a while back, but I got some new intel and some stats and numbers that might go well with this. And I still think, well, I'll tell you next week. I'm Tijuana Jack.
I'm just Ivan.
This is, was, and always will be CutMen Podcast.
Bang! How's that for a fucking first impression?
You are now listening to the CutMen Podcast.